Oh, look, there's a red button. I bet it's working now.
Yeah, because it's telling you if you want to stop it, you push that button.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
these are the behind the scenes.
Some behind the scenes. All
Yeah,
right.
him. See, he's behind the scenes,
Yes, yes, he's very attractive too.
but she is not behind the scenes. He is. She's not.
You know, I had to transcribe all this, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
the gag reel.
Yeah, this one comes with a gag reel. Okay. All right. Hello, my name is Misty, and welcome to this therapy session. Is it all right with you if I record this session?
It is okay. And my name is Brian.
All right. Hello, Brian. I understand you've been having problems with sleep.
Yes, I do.
Would you like to tell me about them?
Yeah. Whenever I go to sleep, I cannot tell the difference between the waking world and the dream world.
Well, that sounds like it happens after you sleep. How do you
Mhm.
get to sleep?
I'm on medication that helps me go to sleep. Because if I go to sleep without the medication, my body wakes me up 30 minutes after going to sleep because of how scared I am.
That sounds annoying.
Hmm.
So, you are on medication to combat being unable to sleep,
Hmm.
so you don't have to follow a sleep routine or anything like that.
Well, actually, I do. Because even if I take the medication, if I don't have some kind of a relaxation before going to sleep, I will be stuck in a nightmare.
All right. What kind of relaxation do you use?
I calm myself down either by thinking good thoughts or just involving myself in a TV program so that I can actually be relaxed and go to sleep.
Oh, that sounds helpful. Now,
Mhm.
once you are asleep, what happens?
It's a 50-50. It can either be a good dream and I just think I'm in a waking world, or I'm in a nightmare and I believe I'm in a waking world. Both cases, I can't wake myself up because how can you wake up from reality?
So, when you dream, you believe you're in a real place.
All five senses are active, and I dream in color, not black and white, like some people believe they do.
I hadn't actually heard people say they dream in black and white.
Mm.
Um,
And
so,
I have been diagnosed with PTSD, insomnia, OCD, psychogenic seizures, and depression, all stemming from this inability to go to sleep.
what other effects does this inability to sleep have on you?
Well, I don't go into an effective sleep state. So when I'm awake, I tend to lose focus on what I need to be doing. I can fall asleep behind the wheel when I'm driving. It's also made it to where I can do a limited amount of time of chores because of the exhaustion.
The exhaustion. So, do you spend a great deal of time exhausted?
Hmm. I have to work my energy up in order to be able to do the things that I need to do around the house. But a lot of times, that energy that I'm getting is actually for trying to help my children get to school and also help my oldest child who is homeschooled so that she can actually do the courses that she needs to do to be officially active in the online high school.
Big job.
Hmm.
So, how do you think things would change if you suddenly managed to get enough of the right kind of sleep?
I would have a longer time of energy. I would be able to do not only my chores around the house, but also be able to effectively and safely know that I'm going to get from point A to point B when I'm driving without
You
falling asleep.
you mentioned falling asleep behind the wheel. Is that frequent?
Not frequent, but I can tell when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen.
Well, it sounds like you know when to pull over then.
hmm But
Have you,
sometimes it does catch me by surprise, but that's very rare.
and very alarming too, it sounds like.
hmm
So your problems sleeping have begun to affect your daily life, including your chores and activities of daily living, such as housekeeping, and you didn't mention a job. Is there a reason you didn't?
I'm currently disabled due to depression and also my PTSD.
I see. That must be hard.
Yep. But at least I'm getting some kind of an income because of the disability.
Well, every little bit helps. Now, do you have any other problems related to sleep?
I have also sleep apnea. So if I'm not on my air machine, then I could stop breathing.
And does that bother you in the sleep process, or do you sleep through it?
No, actually, if I'm uh, going with the sleep machine again, or the air machine again, if I'm not on it, I wake up 100 times an hour. So effectively, if I'm not on the air machine, I'm only getting about 3 minutes of sleep per hour that I'm asleep.
This sleep is a real hardship for you, I hear.
hmm
Do you try any new therapies to get more sleep?
No, nothing will work. Any therapy is just going to make it so that I'm going to have my nightmares. So the only thing that combats the nightmares is the medication.
I see. So, a lot of your problems with sleeping are the nightmares.
Yes.
Would you like to tell me about the nightmares?
They all stem from either when I was in my first car accident. I was 17 years old and I was broadsided by a gravel truck going 35 miles an hour. Um, it also recounts what happened when I was mugged outside of Walmart. Someone came up to me from my left side or my right side, which is I'm deaf in my right ear, and they were able to not only successfully knock me out, they also got away with $600.
That's quite a traumatic incident.
Yes. And I was on my way inside to be able to pay bills with that money.
That had to have made things very difficult.
Yeah, to say the least. Um, but those those two events plus some others that are made up, but tend to be um, something in real life, like I'm walking down an alley or I'm walking down a street at night or something.
So
But
they're
they always have a mugging or an accident.
they're very realistic,
Yes,
and you feel as if they're actually happening.
yes. There's
That's
no
what
way
I
to
hear.
wake up.
All right. And there's no way to wake up?
Because how can you wake up from reality?
I'm sure I don't know how. Is there anything else you'd like to share with me?
Those those are about it. It's just not being able to sleep just has affected every aspect of my life. And I would like to do something to be able to get past that.
I can understand that. Sleeping is a third of your life. It's a big deal.
hmm
And you must feel very frustrated that you can't. How
Not only can't sleep, but also can't be the provider or even the supporter of my family.
how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel like I'm a failure.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Makes me afraid too, because a lot of times I feel like the one thing that's keeping me from how can I put that?
Any way you like.
The one thing that I hold true, which is being the supporter, is being taken away from me because of this one aspect. And I have fears that the family portion is going to go away from me because of the things that I can't do due to not being able to get to sleep.
So it sounds as if sleeping is very important to you and you know this.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you have a plan in place to work on how to get better sleep?
I've been trying everything by taking my medicine early so that I'd be tired to go to sleep, to increasing my medications so that it knocks me out without being able to go into a dream state. But my psychiatrist won't go to that route.
That sounds very frustrating.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't want me getting not addicted because this medication is not addictive, but he doesn't want me to become dependent to take those to fall asleep.
Well, he makes a very good argument on his side, but on your side, you must feel as though you are underserved.
Mm-hmm.
Does he offer any other advice for getting better sleep?
He is saying that the medications that I'm on, he wants me to get to a therapeutic dosage, but he doesn't want to get me to that therapeutic dosage immediately. He wants to gradually get me there so that I don't have any ill effects like a slow heart rate, low blood pressure. Because these medications, what they do to get me tired is they lower my blood pressure.
I see.
And if he does it too quickly, then my body won't be able to counter the lowering, and therefore it could stop my heart.
Well, we can't have that.
No.
It sounds as though you have quite a bit on your plate.
Yes, I do. But I try to push forward with a positive attitude that something is going to happen when I get to a therapeutic dosing.
It's always good to have hope.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you feel better in the future and that you get better sleep soon.
Thank you.
Anyway, if you'll make another appointment with the front desk on your way out, it's been a pleasure to serve you.
Thank you again.
And your cat.